But tell me, just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free. We want to be free to do what we want to do. We want to be free to ride. We want to be free to ride our machines without being hassled by the man. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a party.
Welcome to another shit show on the Bikers Lifestyle Podcast with your host, Dirty and Tank.
There we go, man. Here we are.
Here we are.
Everything on your fine on your end?
As far as I can tell.
Yeah, right on. Well, huh? Back to the Zoom.
Back to Zoom, back to doing podcasts from across the nation.
Yeah, looks like it.
Technology.
Well, yeah, we seem to be our Achilles heel sometimes, so.
Well, I mean, it's just, it's just a pain in the ass because they keep changing shit all the fucking time,
Yeah, that's very true.
They're upgrading and upgrading. It's like it worked fine before, but we're going to make it work finer.
Yeah.
Which is going to cause a whole new learning curve. And it's
in the process, we're going to gather more of your personal information.
Yeah. We need to know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Tires, like everybody else. We're looking for tires, just like everybody else.
Yeah, they're sitting in some ship off the shore of Long Beach, California.
Good.
Yeah, like I said, that's not my new one now. It's a fuel pump and fuel filters I got to find.
Well, I lost a shifter shaft, so.
Yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? I mean, it was a hell of a journey. It took us a little bit to get out of the state once again.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I started out on one bike and had to switch out bikes halfway out of the state of Wisconsin, and we live almost on the border, so I didn't get very far.
Well, I mean, I was, one row back from you watching that rear end just shimmy back and forth bad. I mean,
yeah, shout out to fucking Shitco or Shinko, however you want to say it, tires for making horrible fucking tires and giving my bike a fucking death wobble anything over 70 miles an hour.
I've used them twice and never had a problem, but yeah, I mean, you had to do what you had to do, man.
Yeah, I mean, I felt a little weeble wobble, before we left. I took it on a little jaunt around southern Wisconsin, and I felt something, but
yeah,
I don't know. I was kind of like, well, maybe I'm just not used to riding this bike or something like that. Or, I did a couple burnouts with it trying to break the tire in the fast way, and It seemed to be fine. And then as soon as I loaded it down, it was just fucking started shaking on me like a motherfucker. So, I mean, fuck it. We're taking the Road King.
And we got south of Rochelle, and my footboard decided to come half undone.
It did. You got lucky as fuck because we didn't lose the fucking bolt.
I can't believe that thing hung on there. I mean, I was in sixth gear. I was in overdrive, and I couldn't shift.
Yeah.
All I could do was hold on to that floorboard, and I got so lucky.
No, you did. I mean, it was one of those things where, it could have been a whole lot worse because, I mean, if you would have lost that bolt and on the Victory, the floorboard holds the fucking whole shifter assembly.
Yeah.
So if you lose a floorboard, you lose your ability to shift. And then we would have been on the search for a 3/8 fucking bolt.
No, it would have been metric.
Oh, is that metric?
Victories are American made, but every bolt on them is in metric.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, real fun. Yeah, I know. I mean, think about it. It could have gone worse. I mean, if it was that front one, that whole board would have dropped down. And that would have probably scraped along the ground. It would have blown my whole linkage out. I mean,
yep,
my ride would have been done.
Yep.
But like I said, imagine my surprise. I'm like, my foot sliding off the front. I'm like, what the hell? I look down. I'm like, holy crap. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get, everybody, we're doing, 80 down the road, trying to get everybody, hey, look, like I can't shift. We've just got to get off the side of the road. It's not like I can slow down except just to stop,
Right.
Poon comes out with his bag with, his 300 wrenches all over the place. And, you're in and out of your bag. It was like a pit stop for you,
I'm used to breaking down a lot, so.
Yeah, well, Harley.
We got it covered.
What are you going to do, Yeah. Other than that, though, we made pretty good time. I mean, I got to say, Indiana roads suck.
Yeah, Indiana is just one giant pothole, I think.
Yeah.
Or construction zone, one way or the other. But, I mean, I guess you got to have construction zones if you want to get rid of the potholes. But nonetheless, it's still a pain in the ass.
Yeah, and I got to say, too, I mean, in my defense, Elizabethtown looked much closer to Louisville than it was.
I enjoyed the ride. I mean, once you get past Louisville, that's like the fucking real Kentucky. You know what I mean? That's when you start getting into the hills and twisties and shit like that. I mean,
it was hot as hell, and we're all in t-shirts. The sun goes down. Now suddenly it's like 60 degrees. I didn't have my clears because I figured we'd be there quick enough. So I'm in sunglasses. I could barely see. I almost freaking climb up and split the seam between you and Cholo.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, but we got there,
And the hotel was nice.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, the last hotel we stayed in was dark inside. And I mean, this one was, it was respectable. It was all right.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. We looked for strip clubs.
No, there was no strip clubs.
It was the ones we would have visited, and those were already north of us, and screw that.
Yeah, we learned our lessons when it came to Kentucky strip clubs. But, we had a nice Texas barbecue style restaurant, and then we got booze and just stayed in for the night. And
we had some fun, hollered a little, and then it sounds like you guys had a little more mechanical and some trials and shit on the way home. What happened to Cholo? He caught an edge, you said.
Yeah, we were coming out of one of those world famous Indiana construction zones, and he caught the edge of his front rim where it kind of was doing like this transition thing where they're shutting down one side and fixing the other, and then you're going back over to the other side. So it's like blacktop into concrete again.
Yep.
And essentially he caught the edge of the concrete where it met the blacktop where there was a gap. And he had a little tank slapper, but nonetheless, he got it corrected. And then we had to stop. And luckily, we had to stop, I should say, because my shifter decided to almost want to fall off. I couldn't shift. And then he realized that he had oil all down the side of his bike. And it's because his rear jug, the lifter block, decided to break a bolt and have the rest of the bolts fucking come loose. So he's puking oil like crazy. My shifter decided it was going to strip out. So, yeah, I got my shifter tightened up or whatever, just good enough. So as long as I was gentle with it, it was okay. And then we had to do a quick run around southern Indiana trying to find a 1/4-inch 12-point socket to tighten up the 3 remaining bolts on the lifter block for his Evo motor.
Well, thankfully, it was an Evo motor. With losing oil like that, it's not a pressurized system. It's more of an oil moving system. So,
I hear you. I mean, he put a quart of 10W40 from the gas station, and I had a quart of 60 weight AMS oil.
There you go, 50 weight it is.
So 60. So I mean, I'm sure that equals out to 2050 if you do the math.
Yeah.
I'm not a scientist. I don't know what happens if you mix that shit up, but it worked. Fucking got back to Wisconsin. Didn't leak one more drop after that, and ran fine. So
there you go, man. Me, I hot throttled down through. I hit traffic in friggin' Nashville. I hit traffic in Chattanooga. I hit traffic at the split at friggin' 24 and 75. I hit traffic 4 times in Atlanta. They had like 5 lanes going down to 2. It was friggin' crazy. But I got to tell you, those hills on 24, they're fun. When you take them when you're going north, but you're going uphill. Yeah. But when you get them, the downhill slide, man, those hills are a lot of fun.
Oh, I bet.
Those like 85, 90 miles an hour and freaking leaning way into the turns and stuff. Oh, I was having a good time, man. But
well, yeah, I mean, it sounds like you had clear sailing too, man. We were always behind a storm.
Yeah.
So we're just getting road sprayed and mist the whole entire way back, pretty much. Right up until we got into Janesville, and then the sky opened up on us. But
thankfully it was there. Thankfully it was there.
Yeah, we just hit out the clubhouse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Waited for it to stop.
I had one drop of rain hit me.
Oh,
one single drop. That was it.
One single drop, huh?
One single drop. Yeah.
Count? Or?
Yeah, but I left probably 4:30 in the morning. I left Georgia. I was in Macon. Fun fact: Macon is a shithole. Don't go there. Don't try to eat. I was like in the twilight zone of getting food. Saturday night, it's not even 9 o'clock. It's like 7:30 at night. Places are closed, understaffed. I mean, it was pretty bizarre, man.
Yeah.
But I got on the road about 4:30 in the morning and just hot throttled it from there down to Florida. I think when I hit Florida, I probably allegedly averaged 92, 95 miles an hour.
Nice.
Past there was one Florida state trooper on the other side of the road. I hit past him. I looked down. I'm doing about $1.05. So I'm like, screw it. By the time he gets to me, so I just sped up to about 115 and kept going, But man, I made really, really good time. Got here about 12:30, I think, and here I am.
Oh, here you are.
Joining the new backyard. The old lady did made a nice little oasis back there. Now it's there's lizards everywhere. So I'm soon to be their lizard king.
Yeah, you might as well be. It's your house, but it always makes me wonder. Like you see people bitch about wildlife, and it's like, man, if you think back to when people were like cavemen or whatever, we used to have to deal with like way bigger animals.
Like pterodactyls and
Well, I don't think we were around when dinosaurs were around, but like we were definitely around when there was giant, whatever kind of bear or
right, yeah.
Big ass cat. I don't know if we were around when saber-toothed tigers were around. I'm not.
Woolly mammoths, yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, I know we were around with these big scary animals when we were pretty much living in caves and didn't have guns, and our only defense was a sharp, pointy stick. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yet we're worried about other animals now. Like, you always hear about some asshole going out into a fucking ocean getting ate by a fucking shark, or some asshole jogger in fucking California getting fucking mauled by a fucking bobcat or something like that. It's like, man, we've gotten soft as fucking people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, what they do if they ever had a choice, they say, okay, well, you're going to get executed. I want to fight a bear because either
you're going to die.
Well, hold on. Follow my logic here, brother.
Okay.
So either you're the person that like dies fighting a bear, and that's kind of pretty cool.
It's cool.
Or you're the motherfucker that fought a bear and killed it, which is even cooler.
No, you're going to die. No, there's no competition. I mean, a bear's going to fuck you up.
Probably, man.
I mean, you ever fucking feel how strong a dog is?
Oh yeah, I've got a German Shepherd.
Yeah, and that's how heavy is your dog?
About 105 pounds.
Okay, bears are a lot bigger than dogs.
They're like 600-700 pounds, 1,000 pounds. Grizzlies are, yeah.
Yeah, and they have giant claws and huge teeth.
Well, I'd probably pick a smaller bear.
Yeah, still bear. Like koala, you could fuck up a koala, but like a brown bear or a black bear or something like that, no, you're gonna die. You're gonna get fucked up by the bear.
Yeah, either way, man. But you got to go out. You might as well go out in style.
You might as well go out with a fight.
Go out with a fight, right? I mean, that's the way I came into the world, kicking and screaming. I plan on going out that way.
Sure, but it's just funny, I think about it, like all the people back in the day when they start talking about the good old days. Me and Dave, a few podcasts ago, talked about it. What are the good old days? And I started thinking about like, all these people that talk about, oh, I'm old school, but yet all these old school bikers ride fucking the most luxurious baggers that money can buy, and it's like, man, you guys are a bunch of pussies anyways, you barely put fucking miles on these fucking, lazy boy glides, you got windshields, you got fucking seats with 20 inches of fucking foam, you got your cup holder, you got your radio. We're just soft as a people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the human race is just getting softer and softer and softer. Pretty soon it's going to be, a Bluetooth fucking motorcycle ride where it's like, well, I'm not really riding a motorcycle. It's just we have a drone and I put on a headset and VR and I'm just, pretending to ride a motorcycle with club brothers. You know what I mean?
I hope it never comes to that, man.
Me neither, but I'm just saying, it's amazing how soft the human race has gotten. I mean, you look at like the early settlers of fucking America. I mean, they came over here and they didn't even have Google.
No Google, right?
They didn't know what to expect. They didn't even know where it was. We were just told, hey, man, if we get on this boat, we're going to take this 2-3 month, boat ride where half of us are going to die of dysentery. And it's supposed to be better. There
might be no dollar menu.
Huh?
No dollar menu.
No, we don't even know if there's food. We're just assuming that everybody's cool over there. Yeah, there's some native people and they wear feathers on their heads and they may or may not fucking scalp us, but I mean, they might be cool,
Could be.
All we know is it's better than here, wherever they were. Pick your European country of choice.
Yeah. Religious
and nowadays,
persecution, all that shit, yeah.
Yeah, and nowadays people can't even fucking go across town without putting it in their phone and make sure that their GPS is fired up so they know where a traffic jam is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't use my phone or GPS on the Victory. I don't have a holder for it. I don't know stereo, so it's just me and my thoughts.
Yeah, I was in the same boat.
The King, that's right.
Yeah, I was on the Road King. There's no audio on that. My phone was in my saddlebag because it was raining.
You're riding behind that thing. It sounds like an airplane. It's like
it makes a lot of noise.
It makes a lot of noise. Sounds like one of those old. It really does. Yeah, I could just imagine what the two of us sound like when I'm on my Softail, and we're both thundering down the road,
Oh, it's got to sound like just a symphony of Harleys. You know what I mean?
It's music to my ears, man.
Yeah.
Music to my ears, but yeah, here I am down in Florida, adjusted again, hotter than fuck down here.
Well, it's Florida, so
it is Florida, yeah. But see, last year at this time there was a dead body sitting in a can that hadn't been discovered yet. You remember me telling you about that, right?
Yeah, somebody killed somebody and put him in like a.
Actually, he died, and she wanted to continue to collect his Social Security, so she hacked him up and put him in a can. And then sealed them up, and then left the can with a neighbor, said that it was kitchen pots and pans, and she'd be back for it in 2 weeks, and that was in August. And fun fact, Florida's hot, so about October, I'm riding in and out of the, it's the main drag where I live, and I'm like, something's dead. It's like that's like something dead, because bikers, we smell the dead shit on the side of the road all the time. And I even said something to Donna. I'm like, something ain't right, man, when I go by up there. And then, sure enough, 3 weeks later, freaking state police and sheriffs and helicopters and news vans, and, there's like 30 people descending on the area. And it turns out there's a cut-up dead body, man, 5 blocks away.
Well, it's Florida, so.
Yeah, well, you never know, right? It is Florida. But, yeah, so I don't know, brother. We'll try to arrange a guest next week, I would imagine.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Up here, we're still, the season's winding down, but yet, there's still things going on. You just got back down to Florida, so you're trying to get shit settled in and, get, back to normal down there,
It's like I have 2 lives, man.
Yeah, no, I hear you. Yeah. I just got the one life, but it's just always fucking busy.
Yeah, well, I know I was busy as hell up there this past summer. For a guy that doesn't work, I certainly filled my days, that's for sure.
Yeah. It's the whole MC life, it's not just running drugs for the Irish mob. There's other shit that goes along with it.
Well, we've got that chop shop business going on too. Can't sell that.
Chop shop business, yep.
Yeah. We know the robberies we commit every day. You got to hold up the quick trip. You can't just buy stuff. You got to steal it and hold them up.
Yeah, how many? There's only so many, hours in a day where you get to rob a gas station.
Yeah.
Go.
If you were to believe Sons of Anarchy and what you see in Hollywood, that's what we do. But they have no idea.
That's exactly what we do. It's exactly what we do.
It can be a little boring sometimes.
No.
A lot of
everything turns to work.
So did you make a dent in that birthday present I left for you? Yep. Good.
Yep.
Good. I figured get a man something that he wants. Get him a big bottle of booze,
It's my only friend.
Well, want to cut this short?
Yeah, ain't nobody listening to this shit right now.
Well, we're over 12 minutes, so yeah.
Well, we'd have to put in the title fucking you know, the do's and don'ts of shooting out with MC motorcycle clubs, death. You know what I mean? Some sort of catchy fucking title. You know what I mean? Because nobody gives a flying fuck about just normal stuff. You know, they just want it. They just want
like the media does.
Yeah, you know, we could talk about, you know, all the shit going on in the other fucking podcasts and all the other motorcycle bullshit, but
that's not our style.
Go watch their shit, man. They do their shit better than we can do their shit. So go watch them.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
We're just fucking two assholes fucking talking about just normal shit.
Yeah, lucky enough to get into the back room of the strip club for free and do a podcast from there, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, you know, everybody's like, oh, you guys are so authentic. Yeah, that's why we're not as popular.
Probably,
you know I mean?
Yeah.
It's just, you know, we're not.
But there ain't nobody real like us on there doing this shit.
There might be.
But there's probably just a few viewers this week. Hey, we're getting close to 1,000 on YouTube.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to word this real quick. There's other channels that are out there, and they talk about shit that they probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
And they're gaining popularity.
Mm.
And luckily for them, certain people that can talk shop choose not to bust them out because we have more dignity than that, more morals than that. We don't want to shit on somebody else. You know, we're just like, all right, man, you I believe you. Yep, you're hardcore. Yep, I'm sure your riding club is legit. You know?
Yeah.
They want to start talking about proper MC protocol. It's like the only proper MC protocol you know is what to say when you actually fucking run into one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The only thing you know is how to keep your own ass out of the fucking fire.
Yeah.
You know?
Good point.
It is what it is, you know?
It is what it is, brother. That's right.
I mean, I saw another channel where they're talking about how Jason Momoa is going to become an honorary member of a real motorcycle club. It's like, there's no such thing.
An honorary member, yeah.
Yeah, and we joke about the whole Jason Momoa thing. I mean, and I think I have to like break character here and go, yeah, we don't know who the fuck he is. In fact, that whole thing started as a joke because I kind of think his whole shtick on being a biker is kind of funny to me.
Yeah,
the guy's a Hollywood actor.
Yeah,
the guy fucking collects a couple rare fucking motorcycles, and all of a sudden Harley Davidson wants to turn his ass into a fucking spokesman because he's good looking and he has muscles. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're not getting it, dude. I mean, maybe. Who are you trying to attract to your brand?
Yep.
Young chicks? You know, you're trying to get fucking women to fucking want to ride more motorcycles. Is it working? I don't know. Maybe. I'm not in the, you know, the boardrooms where they fucking talk about, you know, the demographics on who's buying their motorcycles these days. But, you know,
yeah.
I mean, and they get some fucking, it's like an indigenous people or native, Indians, whatever the fuck they're calling themselves these days. It's one of their motorcycle clubs. And first of all, I didn't even know fucking Indians had their own motorcycle clubs. I didn't think Indians fucked with motorcycles like that, right? You know? I mean, I assume every race, breed of people on planet Earth are into motorcycles. I didn't know there was that many Indians or Native Americans or whatever that rode motorcycles where they could have their own club with multiple chapters. I didn't know they fucked with motorcycles like that. You know what I mean?
Power to them.
I've never even met a fucking Indian on a motorcycle. I've never met an Indian on an Indian. Let's put it that way. But, you know, I mean, yeah, more power to them. But, you know, you're going to make a Hollywood actor a fucking honorary member of your motorcycle club.
Well, you think they'd ride Polaris, ride Indian motorcycles then, you know?
Huh?
Think they would ride like Indian motorcycles then?
I don't know. They might. I don't know what they ride. I'm not an Indian.
The chieftain or scout, you know?
You would assume.
You would assume.
They'd ride India motorcycles. I mean, you know, if there was a fucking white guy motorcycle fucking company, I might look into them. You know, like, all right, well, that speaks to who I am as a person.
Maybe they ride Royal Enfields and they're riding the wrong Indian.
That's funny.
There, huh? Yeah.
That's funny. The English motorcycle company that's made in India. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? You know, it's just like the number one selling motorcycle in the world, man.
That's because it costs like $4 and make like 10 horsepower.
Yeah, and with electrical problems to boot, too, from what I know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know the English, always known for their flawless electric fucking systems.
Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, what's the car, the Sterling there of theirs, the British Sterling?
Yeah.
Sterling Motors. I had a friend who bought one. I was like, what were you thinking, man? It's like, I have nothing but electrical problems. I'm like, yeah, that's when they tell you to buy 3, not 2. You know?
Yep. Well, you know.
Oh, well.
That's why the English like warm beer, because they make refrigerators too.
They put an egg in it too, man, with the stout and shit.
Yeah, I don't fuck with people that put eggs in shit. That shouldn't put eggs in shit. You know what I mean?
Especially when they're raw. You know, that's just wrong.
I was at this fucking bar one time back in the day, and this dude ordered a drink, you know, like an alcoholic beverage, if you will.
Yeah.
And I don't know what he ordered, but they put an egg in it. Like they cracked an egg and put it in there and like handed it to him. I'm like, that's fucked up. I'm not drinking that. No. I'm not Rocky. I'm not drinking that fucking wine.
He caused the whole craze in '76 when that movie came out.
Yeah, but he was drinking it for the protein because he was, you know, in training. This guy was just some fucking fruity asshole that was fucking drinking at a fucking bar in Madison.
Fruity asshole.
Stay out of Madison.
Right on. Well, Madison's full of fruits.
It's very liberal. Not that I'm trying to get political, but
the best blowjob in America you get in Madison. We found that fun fact out.
According to Playboy magazine, yeah. According to Playboy magazine.
I don't know, you know, is there like a panel that goes around and finds that out? How do you get on that panel?
No.
Sounds like a cool job if you think about it.
I would imagine some sort of like poll that they did. You know? I don't know.
I'm imagining a little more perverse, I guess, you know, I mean.
Yeah, you're thinking there's like one dude, you know, but I'm pretty sure there's like a questionnaire that they sent out.
Well, maybe like 6 dudes, you know, just have a really good job.
Could be, I don't know.
Could be, you know, I mean. And those 6 guys are probably the ones who thought of the job, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, this is what we could do, and you could pay us. Perfect.
Yeah, imagine being in that fucking boardroom meeting at Playboy magazine that day. You know, listen, guys, I've got a great idea. Yeah.
Former fluffers.
Yeah.
They're stepping up.
Go around, and we're going to rank.
I don't know. Let's end this bullshit, brother.
All right. I think we made everybody mad right towards the end. That's
our style.
That's right.
We got to piss people off and remind them, you know, that most dangerous part, blah, 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 the nut that connects the seat to the handlebars. I don't know. And need to get a new catchphrase, I guess.
Yeah.
Tony Madison, best blowjob in America per Playboy magazine.
Dude, I'm gonna go old school. I could be like, you know, your mouth, shut it. Your lunch, pack it. Your roll, know it. That's the Rock. That's old school Rock from fucking back when it was WWF.
Okay.
Let's not use that. That's
never watched it.
I don't want you. Never watch wrestling?
My boys tried to get me into it.
How have you never watched wrestling?
My boys tried to get me into it. I used to laugh at it because I know it's fake.
Well, yeah, we all know it's fake, but it's real when you're watching it.
It's entertainment, you know?
Exactly. You know, the Stone Cold, the Rock, the Triple H, that whole era, you know, before it got like weird and it was like just a bunch of dudes that were super muscular in their underwear being emo about shit.
Yeah, I met a couple professional wrestlers in my time.
Did you meet Ric Flair?
I didn't meet Ric Flair, though. No, I met Randy Macho Man Savage.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, and I met The Undertaker.
The cream rises to the top. Yeah, The Undertaker. That'd be a good one.
Yeah, he was in Elgin, Illinois. I was working at the Lone Star there.
No shit.
Yeah. And
he was on Joe Rogan.
He was in on Cape Cod. I was the chef at a hotel. And he was
down at the Cape Cod?
Yeah, Cape Cod, that's right.
You out there at the Cape?
Yeah, down on the Cape, that's right. Pack the cod, have it, yad. Yeah, I know. Fucking A, brother.
Yep.
Doing this shit, all right?
Out there being a Geordie fucker?
Yeah, Jody.
Being a Geordie fucker on the Cape?
Yeah, what are you, some kind of a fucking Bomar? You're so smart?
Oh, look at the fucking smart guy, wicked smart guy.
Hey, wicked smart.
Out there at the Cape hanging out with the Macho Man.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Yeah, all those people from New York, they talk like they're retarded.
Yeah, retards. Where the fuck did I put my khakis anyways?
Yeah. It's not like I lived there for 25 years.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
All right, I'm going to end this later, brother. Talk to you.
Bye.